What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? We're getting so much later into the week. I can't believe it's already Thursday. Like, I feel like it was Thursday from 2 weeks ago. Time just flies by. It's absolutely scary. But when time flies by, that means we have some great stories because technology is getting newer and newer and newer and newer, and we keep getting this awesome stuff that we learn about, and today is no different. We get some really crazy stuff that we learn about today, as well as a bunch of questions. So let's just dive into the tech news first. Our first story of the day, and we're gonna start it off with a bang. If I can find it, I should have had it ready, sorry guys. And I got a case on it, let me take the case off. The Galaxy S22 Ultra, something pushed out on this, at least in South Korea, about something we've been talking about for about a week or two now, about the GOS app and performance. So let's dive into that first. So as you can see from the headline here from Ice Universe's tweet, South Korea has launched the GOS firmware for the S22 series, and the game performance is unblocked. So you can, obviously this is in Korea, but what's cool about this is someone was nice enough to translate it through an app, saying when running a game, the CPU GPU initial performance restriction is released. The control operation according to the terminal temperature is maintained. Game performance management mode is provided in the game booster. Unblock external app, bypass GOS off. Stabilization code related to the operation of the camera, stabilization code related to the operation of the terminal is applied. So the way it reads, because it's translated, it sounds like you have to go into your game booster settings on your phone, and when you get this update, you'll be able to go in there and turn GOS off, which is good because people are complaining about the performance of their games. The performance of the phone overall has been not so much, and this is great that Samsung kind of pushed this update out pretty freaking quick. Now, it is seemingly only out in Korea at this point. We're still waiting for our March updates here in America. They've been slow rolling with updates this time around, it seemingly seems, for the Galaxy S22 phones. You have to think we're already basically in almost mid-March and we still don't have an update pushed out for the phone, and the phone's been out for a couple of weeks, through a few weeks right now. So we're patiently waiting, Samsung, but it's about time you gave us something, right? And it's nice to see that they also updated the camera in this update too. Next up is if you're getting a Galaxy Watch 5 or thinking about it, there's a new feature coming to that watch that is potentially groundbreaking in a way and very, very helpful. And that is, well, check this out. This information is coming out of ET News over in South Korea, saying that Samsung Electronics installs thermometer function on the Galaxy Watch 5 for the first time. And why is this great? Because it's going to check your body's temperature to see if you have a temperature. Maybe you're getting sick, or maybe you're whatever, you're cold. I guess you wouldn't be cold, more or less. You'd probably be more hot than anything. But yeah, if your temperature is high, it's going to tell you have a high temperature. Maybe you shouldn't go somewhere, or maybe you have COVID, or maybe you have you're getting sick, or whatever the reason. This is actually going to be a really nice feature to get alerts, and it seems like something they probably could have had for a while, but maybe not. So it's going to literally constantly check your body's temperature throughout the time of you watching this. This is, like I said, this is potentially game changing. This is going to be a feature that obviously will probably come to other watches from Apple and Google when they release updates to their watches or new watches. What do you guys think? You liking this feature? I think it's really cool. If you guys love crazy looking phones that do multiple things that are so futuristic and potentially still will come out and be the future of the Galaxy Z Fold line, this is the phone for you. Check this out. Now, the people over at Let's Go Digital are getting this out to the world, and this is a patent that Samsung has released for their Galaxy Z Flip phone with a foldable and pull-out display which doubles the screen surface. And the orientations that this phone goes into and does is mind-boggling. Folding and sliding display, first of all. Enhanced multiple mobile gaming, so you can play on both sides of it and have a screen in the middle, but both of you can see on each side of the display. Punch hole camera, And this patent was released just recently, so it's just wild what you could do potentially with this phone. This would be a great, especially if gaming was a lot more prevalent, like AAA titles on mobile gaming. This potentially could be a Nintendo Switch killer or a mobile game thing of some sort. Like, this is amazing. This, I just can't, and that's what I said when I talk about it all the time, that I think that foldable phones and flip phones will be the future of what most people buy in the next 5 years, definitely 10 years, but definitely within 5 years. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, like the stuff we're not even thinking about, orientations you can't even fathom, orientations you probably think wouldn't even happen, like because they just seem so Scientology, not Scientology, science fiction. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, and this is the stuff that's going to make kids and parents and teenagers and 20-year-old people, whoever, be so attractive and so engaged and so enthralled by these things. This is the kind of stuff. This is obviously not everyone's going to want this phone, don't get me wrong, but it's things like this. As this technology gets better and more improved and more fascinating, you're going to see it happen. Thanks for watching, guys. Your question of the day is, what do you want in a smartphone that maybe they already do or don't, or that you've seen? Let me know in the comments down below. It could be a feature, it could be the way it looks. Let me know. And for me, obviously, you can probably see where I'm going. It's more of the folding, flipping type stuff like this, like the craziness. That's what I'm really into. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. With that said, let's get into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that. First question of the day comes from JRBs. Is that security exploit directly related to the recent Samsung security exploit breach? No, I don't think so, because I don't think so. Maybe. I honestly don't think. I don't think so. I think they're separate. I haven't heard of someone connecting them together, so I believe they're separate. Question: are you or anybody else having issues with the volume? I turned the volume all the way up on calls and it is still not loud enough. Is there a way that it is? I will return the phone back. I haven't noticed that. The phone having really, really low volume. I mean, obviously do the normal things, reboot the phone, which you probably already have. Otherwise, potentially wait for an update. It could fix it if you're having an issue with it, but I haven't heard anybody else say it. If you have, let her know. Cat Lover Player, will the Linux bug hurt your S22 Ultra? Yes, potentially. Like I mentioned yesterday, S22 is affected by, and when I say S22, I'm talking about the whole series of phones, 22, 22 Plus, 22 Ultra. Eric Sherman said, I have very smooth trade-in. Question, have you or anybody else experienced the S22 Ultra crash when using the app drawer? I've had this issue for several days. I'll just show you. I mean, it hasn't crashed on me. I haven't gotten any things like that. So unfortunately, I think I'm good. And again, I don't hear every single issue with people's phones, but you're the first person to ask it, so I've got to assume that nobody else really has had that issue either. But if you have, let them know. Emily's back again. Will the cameras on the new Fold 4 be the same as the S22 Ultra? No, they should not be the same as the S22 Ultra. They should be more in line with the S22/S22 Plus. Goon Squad says, how's the battery life on the S22 Ultra? It's not my main phone, so I'm not using it like, oh my God, I'm using day in, day in, day in, day out. But I notice it seems good because I have it laying around quite a bit, but then I'll use it. So for me, it's okay. And then I've been seeing people online, such as one of my buddies, Shane Starnes. He said that usually when his Pixel 6 dies, Pixel 6 Pro dies, his Galaxy S22 Ultra still had 30%. So I think it's a mixed bag. Some people having bad battery life, some people having good battery life. Obviously, as the Samsung phone gets to know your usage cases and gives you potential better battery life based off the artificial intelligence that it uses, you should get better battery life, but yeah, I think it's a mixed bag still. Advanced Travel Limo says he has a question. Sorry for the long paragraph, and thank you so much for the kind words, saying he customized my Z Fold 3 to the max for years. I've used the Go launcher and love the customization that I can for my device, including my tablet S6. One thing I am annoyed by is that although I have a custom wallpaper on my main screen, when I open the Z Fold 3 more often now when I open my Z Fold 3, the Galaxy Butterfly shows instead of my customized wallpaper. After I open and close any app, the butterfly then goes away and my original wallpaper comes back on. If you experienced this, by the way, this started happening after my last update in February. Take care. All right, so I just want to make sure I got it right. It sounds like you're still using the Go launcher, which would interact with the wallpaper and all that stuff as well. I would assume, if you're still using the Go launcher, I would assume it's some kind of bug or some kind of thing that needs to be updated on the Go launcher side for that, and I would reach out to their developers via email. If you're not using the Go launcher and you're getting this on your Galaxy Z Fold 3, obviously, and it sounds like you're already doing this, but I just have to say it, make sure that your lock screen wallpaper is the same wallpaper or different wallpaper than the butterfly one so that it all doesn't get confused. But other than that, I would guess if we're still using the Go launcher, I would assume that it's the Go launcher's fault. This question from David: do you think that the Honor V Fold is the best foldable version so far? If so, do you think Samsung Next Fold will follow that design? Yeah, so I was looking at the photos and yeah, you might be right. I really like that. I like the design of it. It's got the big, inside display. It's got the regular 21:9 aspect ratio outside display, which doesn't look so long and skinny versus what Samsung gives us. So yeah, I kind of like it. I wouldn't be upset at all if Samsung follows that trend. Are they going to? There's rumors early. Obviously, these are fairly early rumors, but there are rumors that the outside display of the Z Fold 3 would be a little bit fatter this time, which if it does, I will be so happy. But yeah, I'm totally with you. There you guys go. That is your questions for today. Don't forget about our giveaway. Remember, a flagship phone of your choice, guys, up to $1,200. You also get a $500 gift prize. There's a Redmi phone being given away, so there's multiple gifts to win from multiple people. So make sure you join. It's linked down below. And we'll see you guys. And I'll say it again and again, so in case you missed it, there's a person impersonating me. Just click on his name. You'll notice he doesn't have 100,000 subscribers. Report his profile if you so please, and then also just block him. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road.